What's good, everyone? My name is Casey Crutchfield, and welcome to episode 38 of Enjoy Life. Before we get started here today, please hit that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to leave a comment. Truly appreciate all the love you guys give me, all the support. It means the world to me, and I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. But without further ado, we got a little solo episode today. The main message of today's pod is really setbacks and trusting in God's timing. Like I said on social media too, I also have some major news for you guys, a big switch up on the pod, and I'm kind of excited to speak about it and share it with y'all because it's super important to me. But without further ado, let's get into it. I had my first roadblock of the year, which isn't bad, you know. To start off, everyone has a bad moment, and that's okay to have a bad moment. It's okay to be upset or down about something. And I can't even lie. I was really upset. Like, I was really disappointed. I was down on myself, and I really didn't feel like myself. Usually I have more positive energy, and yesterday I just kind of felt drained, kind of felt out of it, just almost going through the motions, I guess, if that makes sense. And like I said, I just want to acknowledge that times like this are going to happen. There's so many times that bad things are going to happen. But like I said, the other message in this episode is trusting in God's timing. So just like looking back on the situation, it helped me realize that just because it didn't happen doesn't mean that I'm a failure or that I should be down on myself. I just realized it wasn't ready. It wasn't God's timing for it. So kind of after taking some time to myself, because when I kind of take a step back and, just talk to myself and talk to God, I find that's when I'm most efficient because I'm able to be honest with myself, be able to really speak how I feel. I think that's important because I think deep inside, like I said, we know ourselves best. And if we can't be honest with ourselves and admit what's wrong or what might need a tweak or a change, then we won't be able to help ourselves out. So it's truly important that we do that. And so kind of taking that time, I like to drive around personally and just kind of talk to God, that one-on-one, say some prayers, and just be honest with Him, what's troubling you, and ask for help, ask for the opportunity for things to happen. And one kind of prime example I can give is I used to be really, really freaked out about school sometimes, especially in the middle of the semester, kind of when grades wouldn't, I guess, be what they need to be. I'd always kind of had a little freak out moment. And in those moments, I'd kind of take the day off, honestly, and just go do something I like go and get food. I'd go get Peppers, since Peppers and Thibodeau just they're just not opening back up. But taking that long drive and being able to just talk to myself really helps out a lot. And, just saying some prayers in the car and asking God, just to take all this confusion and all this anxiety off my plate. And it just kind of helps me shift my mindset into a better place. It helps me get back to being grounded, into realizing what I need to do, and kind of in a simplified way, just kind of taking it step by step and not looking forward and being so freaked out about how I'm supposed to be there and like how I'm not there yet. And it just kind of helps remind me that everything's going to happen at the right time. And once you kind of pray on it and think about it and realize that, like I said in the other episode, God's not eating popcorn at the edge of his seat waiting to see what happens. He already knows. And when you have faith in that, you just learn to kind of take things as they go, take things one at a time, and don't get too overwhelmed, just because you're not where you want to be, and you could probably see it all the way over there. You can't just take one giant step over there. it's baby steps. And just because you thought something was going to happen, you were going to get that, and you didn't, it's okay, because you're going to get what you want, and God's going to give it to you at the best time that you need it. Have faith in that. And like another example I can kind of give of that is early on in the pod, I was super like questionable about guests at some point, probably when we were in like the tens, I guess. I was a little nervous, just like, am I going to be able to keep this going? Like, I don't know if I can get these guests like I can. And it really overwhelms me, especially with school and stuff too. I was kind of freaking out, getting a little anxious. And I took the day off just to drive around and think about ideas and stuff. And not even asking God just to give me guests. Because one thing I kind of realized, and I saw this in a reel too, and it really made a lot of sense. God's not going to give you exactly what you ask for. So like, for example, if I ask for guests, he's not going to just give me a guest. He's going to give me the opportunity to go out there and get a guest. So like a prime example of that happening would, I'd say probably would be Michael. Shout out him. I was kind of worried about guests around that time, and I was just praying on it, thinking about it. And I was able to be given the opportunity, shout out to my boy B Shaz, to meet him. And through meeting him, I also was able to do other people on the pod. And it's just all about like having the opportunity to do those things. And sometimes you don't even realize it until the moment's there. And so it's important to kind of just take that opportunity and run with it, because that's what God's given you. He's going to give you, like, if you want to be courageous, God's not just going to give it to you. He's going to give you the opportunity to be courageous. He's going to give you those tough situations like I had yesterday and see what you can do with it. So, moral of that story is always take the opportunity. Don't shy away from it. And moving on to our major news, super excited to announce this. I've kind of been debating it the last 2 weeks, and after thinking long on it, I think it's best for the pod to do this. But we are now switching to uploading every Thursday. So Thursdays at 6 p.m. is going to be our new day, and I'm super excited for it. The main reason why that we're switching to that is I have night class on Wednesday, and it's from 4 to 7. And honestly, I just love being able to watch the episode right when it drops, able to interact with you guys and post on social media and do all that to promote it. But when I'm in night class, I got to focus on class, and it's hard to do both. I really don't like to take my phone out or anything, so I'm not given that opportunity. And then I don't get out until 7, so it's an hour after it dropped. So making the decision to go on Thursday felt like the best way to go. And so I hope you guys love it. I hope you guys tune in every Thursday now. I'm super excited. And just like from earlier in the pod, you can just kind of relate this to setbacks as well. Like, it did feel overwhelming the last 2 weeks. I'm like, I had a great guest in Calvin. I felt like it didn't get as many views just because I wasn't able to promote it right when it dropped. An hour sank by, and then I started posting about it, and it was already kind of late. And I think it's important to be there, right when it drops and be able to share with you guys. So I felt like it was the best decision for me. And it's just another prime example of when you have those setbacks, you got to look back on yourself, and it's a baby step, and just kind of figure out a new way to change. If you keep doing the same thing and you're expecting change, that's just not going to happen. So you got to try some new things, see how it works out. And even if it doesn't work out too well, that's okay, because that doesn't work and you get to try something new. But as we're going into the closing, I just kind of want to reaffirm with you guys that everything's unfolding how it's supposed to unfold. Even though if you're going through something kind of bad right now, I really pray for you that it gets better, and I know it will get better. but just have that comfort in knowing that everything is unfolding like it's supposed to, and everything's going to happen how it's supposed to. Despite my setback, I know that I'm going to be okay. I have confidence, I have faith, and I know that I'm on the right path and I'm positive in what I'm doing. And I know that because today I was blessed to have two people talk to me about the pod and just kind of give me my flowers, talk about a certain episode they liked or just say keep going. And, that's just gas in the tank for me. I truly appreciate moments like that because, like I said, it makes me know that I'm doing something right, and it just builds more confidence in me. And I truly appreciate y'all for, sharing that feedback with me. And I just encourage you guys to just kind of apply what I've said in this episode to your own life, especially when you have those bad days. Like I said, take that step back. It's okay to acknowledge that you're having a bad day and, talk to God, express how you really feel and what you want. And I guarantee you'll watch your life change. I promise you that. Because, setbacks can lead to some necessary adjustments, and that could just snowball onto some big improvements. So don't forget to remember that. But we're going to go into the closing. Guys, thank you so much for supporting me. Once again, I love you guys from the bottom of my heart. And we're now on Thursdays at 6. Don't forget to tune in every Thursday, 6 o'clock. Be here. Hit that like button. It really helps me out. And plus, we need to hit our goal of 500 subscribers. I really want to get that done. We're at 330 right now. So please go hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, we're closing it out. I love you guys. Have a good one.